No Hard Feelings just came out this opening weekend, and I think this is the first time I've seen a movie on time instead of watching it 3 months later on a streaming service. So props to me, we're making this video because for once I have an opinion before getting bombarded with everybody else's opinions. No spoilers, of course. I want you to go see the movie, experience it for yourself, but I'm gonna talk about just kind of the general aspects and what I think about this film. If you don't know anything about this movie, it's basically a 32-year-old woman was hired to date a 19-year-old by his parents so that he would be really cool when he enters college. Jennifer Lawrence is her usual funny self, as expected, which to me is always a breath of fresh air. I think she always brings a little more life into every movie I see her in.
Oh my god, did you fuck him?
But it wasn't just her. The banter and the quick, fast-paced reactions between her and Andrew Barth Feldman, who is playing Percy, the 19-year-old boy, makes this movie.
Something for me? Why?
You tried kidnapping me!
You're 19, grow up!
Because we have Percy here, who is so awkward. I mean, I'm talking Greg Heffley vibes. He has these awkward little interjections during a conversation.
Dance party.
And I don't know if they were written in the script or he was just saying them. It was like word vomit, and it was the funniest thing to me. And then on the flip side, of course, she's like 10 years older than this kid. Everybody keeps making these age jokes because it's obvious, and her reactions to them are just priceless. It's basically just a 19-year-old being a goober and a 32-year-old being in the wrong place because she does not belong here. I should have known that Andrew Barth Feldman was going to be amazing when I saw him in the iconic Ratatouille, the TikTok musical. And yes, I did buy tickets to that. COVID was a weird time. We were quarantined. I just needed some happiness in the daft world that we lived in at that point. I think the script is really where it holds this back. I mean, how many times have I seen person A is hiding something from person B finds out, oh no, now they're not talking, so now we have to spend the beginning of the third act, maybe they're gonna make up, oh, they do make up at the end. Like every single movie, give me something different. And it seemed like there was a lot of edits, and this movie could not figure out what it wanted to be. You know, we had that R-rated sex comedy that's really being hammered in at the beginning, and then by the end it's turning into growing as a person and who do I want and who am I kind of idea. By the third act there was like almost no sex comedy left, and you can be both, but you gotta hammer them both. That's kind of the way I see it. And I get maybe they had to tiptoe around some things, right? You don't want this to be overtly creepy, and I think the ways that they did go about it made it funny and not weird, but I could tell that maybe there were a few scenes or a few moments that were taken off the table, so I think it made it a little choppy here and there, and overall the plot for me was just a little underwhelming for how good these two characters work together. Now the comedy I don't think was as consistent. There was a lot of times I laughed, especially in the beginning, but there were a lot of lulls, and most of the laughs I had already seen in the trailer. Now it begs the question, should this be an R-rated comedy, right? I mean, they're gonna lose a little bit of money, but I think the R rating was a good choice because there are several moments that I will not spoil that were like, holy crap, I did not expect that to come across my screen, and it's something that would not have come up in a PG-13 movie. I am gonna give it a 3 out of 5, and a 3 out of 5 with a heart. I hope this movie does well. I really do. You could tell they had so much fun making this movie.
We'll have a Long Island iced tea.
This is the worst iced tea I've ever had.
And in my theater, we had a wide variety of people. I had 2 elderly couples in front of me, some teenage girls behind me. You know, I think this is a fun movie that a lot of people can enjoy as long as you're okay with a vulgar sex comedy aspect of it, which arguably is the funniest part. I'd love to see more of this type of movie, right? They're so fun, they're easy to watch. I saw a tweet that said something like, silly little movies are back for the summer, and that's exactly how I feel. Is it a perfect movie? No. Is it in my top 10 of the year? No. Will I always remember certain scenes from this movie? Yeah, probably. So let me know your thoughts on No Hard Feelings, and of course, please like and subscribe so I can make some more of these videos.